Hello Clueless Cooks, and welcome back to Clueless Cooking 101, where I'm clueless and you, the beginner, are clueless too. So let's get started and let's have some fun in the kitchen. Welcome back Clueless Cooks, and you remember my friend Doug.
Hi everybody.
Yeah. And so we surprised him today. We're going to make this scrambled egg bake that's got a bunch of stuff in it. I tweaked it. And Doug's going to do all the work and I'm just going to do the coaching because I have a live cooking class coming up and I'm trying to learn how to be a teacher rather than a doer. So here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to give you all the ingredients first, right?
That's right.
So we're going to back up a little bit. So I buy a sweet Italian sausage from Walmart, but they have hot Italian sausage. Okay. They have, I think they have mild, and then when you go over to like the breakfast meats, they have other stuff, but I just bought this, okay? We're going to use eggs, and I buy free-range organic. I don't know if it's BS, but I buy them, and they're Walmart. I buy a big Walmart sour cream, because we're going to use sour cream, and they were out of the Great Value brand cottage cheese, so I bought Daisy. And then, I hit the produce section and buy organic. You don't have to, but I do just because I bought into the organic thing. And so we're going to use cherry tomatoes that are organic. We're going to use green onions, and Doug's going to chop the green stuff off the top. Mm-hmm. We're going to use Parmesan cheese, but Walmart doesn't have organic Parmesan. And somewhere, I thought I had this little thing of parsley. We'll find it.
On the side over here?
Is it on the side over here? It's on the side over here. Good job, Eddie. Okay, so this is fresh parsley. And you can see I've chopped a lot of it, but we're going to use the rest of it, and that's fresh parsley. You can find that in the produce section at Walmart. I've never been able to find organic. And then we're going to chop some organic spinach also. Oop, minced garlic, organic minced garlic. And then on a later episode, Santiago is going to teach us, he's the real chef, he's going to teach us the difference between fresh garlic.
Okay. And
this prepared stuff, which I like to use. It's already minced. It is organic. Mm. And then there's another brand, I don't remember what it is, but they also have minced garlic. So he's going to teach us the difference very quickly from a real chef's perspective on what kind of garlic, and it just depends on how serious you are about cooking and how you have to have like these devices to prepare everything. So the one thing that I have forgotten is the amount of sausage we're going to grind, or we're going to brown it. And I think it's a half a cup, but it might be a whole cup. I'm not sure. It's actually about a third of that package.
Okay.
And, and I don't know if we're supposed to wear gloves or whatever, but
no, I think
we
we're
don't
fine.
really care, do
I
we?
think we're fine. I think we're fine. So you want to
go for a full cup?
You want to do for a full cup? Okay.
Let's see how much is in there.
Okay.
It's really gooey, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's like,
Oh, you probably got about 2 cups in here in the package.
Okay, so we're going to do 1 cup of sausage. Mm-hmm. And Doug's going to brown it. And Santiago has this cute little cast iron skillet. Mm-hmm. And here, use this, because when I browned it before, I did try this.
Okay.
There you go. And then just sort of make it into crumbles, okay?
You got it.
All right, in the meantime, I'll put this back. And I got these measuring cups at the Dollar Tree, and they come with measuring spoons, but fair warning, the amount comes off on the dishwasher, and they don't tell you on the back, so I haven't done it yet. But on the bottom of each of these with a Sharpie, I'm going to write what it is, because that still says a half cup. But I think the whole cup, and this one, I don't even know what that, a quarter of a cup, I guess. I'm still going to write on the bottom so we know what it is. Hey, Clueless Cooks, sorry to interrupt this episode. I know you're probably looking at your social media feeds, so since you're already doing that, check us out. Check out Clueless Cooking 101 on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, Substack, and I even have a blog. We have videos and written posts. So check us out on all those social media sites, and we'd love to hear your comments. Okay, so this is Doug's recipe, but I tweaked it a little bit. And so instead of using 4 eggs, we're going to use 6.
Okay.
All right. So just so happens there are 6 eggs left in this.
Okay.
And then we'll just recycle the plastic container, and I guess that's it. Okay, so here comes the work. We're going to add 1 teaspoon. We'll do the easy part first.
Okay.
1 teaspoon of minced garlic. There you go. Half a teaspoon, which is this one, of black pepper. Will it fit? There you go. Gotcha. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to add 1/2 cup of chopped onions, but we're going to use the tops of these green onions.
Okay.
Okay. Because, I don't know, because I've heard that anything that has green in it has chlorophyll, so it's better for you. Although onions smell awesomely good. So there you go. Oops. I'll get that out of your way. All right. So that's about 1/2 cup.
About 1/2 cup. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Going in?
Throw it in.
All right.
All right, and then the parsley. I don't think we can get 1/2 cup out of that. I'm going to try. And remember how we did this the last time? We just sort of started chopping. And we ate the stems and everything because they're an aficionado doesn't use the stems, but we do because they're really good for you.
All right.
And they have a lot of fiber and stuff. So that's more than 1/2 cup, but it's a good start. So pop quiz, remember why we use parsley?
I do not.
It has a lot of iron in it.
Oh, it has a lot of iron in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
here, let's not use that thing.
Yeah.
That's like the real stem. We're not going to use that. There's another real stem. Anything that's super big like that, go ahead and pull it out. Sure, let's see how much you got there. That's like 1/2 cup, almost.
Almost.
Cool. Go for it. Okay. Next stop, tomatoes. Okay, and so what I do, so I know how many tomatoes to use. Actually so we're going to use a cup of cherry tomatoes.
All right.
And then cut them however you want to cut them. No.
Oh, cut them? Oh, all right.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
And if you need a serrated knife, I can drum one up. That might not be sharp. I don't know if it's sharp enough.
Yeah.
You need a serrated knife?
Yeah, I might.
All right. You want a big one or a steak knife?
Steak knife's good.
You got it. It's going to look really pretty too.
It is. It's got a lot of different colors in here.
Yeah, colors and nutrients
Yep.
and all of that stuff.
Yep.
And so we know that when you're going through the drive-through where you're getting a pizza delivered, chances are pretty good that you're not eating enough vegetables. And so we put them in most of our dishes, fresh fruit or fresh vegetables, preferably organic, so that you can make things that taste really good, prepare things that taste really good, but also have a certain amount of nutrition. They're pretty nutritious, at least compared to, not according to the health nuts, but compared to fast food, super nutritious. All right, so last chopping ingredient is we're going to use a cup of spinach.
Okay.
And then chop it and toss that in there too. And this is organic spinach from the produce section of Walmart. And spinach is kind of flavorless, but it alkalizes you and it's packed with nutrients. It's one of the really good guys in green food that you're supposed to be eating. Okay, so pop that in there.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Cottage cheese.
So,
And you wanted to increase the cottage cheese to 3/4?
we can.
All right, let's start with a cup.
You start with a
I
cup?
used a cup before.
Okay.
Or no, wait a minute. I used a half a cup. I used a half a cup of cottage cheese and a half a cup of sour cream.
Okay, so you want to go.
So it was just a heaping half cup.
Heaping half a cup. You got it.
There you
All
go.
right.
And that's Daisy sour cream.
Okay.
And I normally buy the Walmart brand, but the public beat me to it, so we bought Daisy.
Okay. The same thing?
Yes.
Now, why did you decide to do half sour cream, half cottage cheese?
Just to change the recipe
Okay.
up a little bit.
All right.
Plus, I like to use sour cream. It tends to smooth stuff out a little bit.
All right.
And get that.
You got it.
Yeah, get the excess. And there's like a little bit of spinach left on the knife.
Okay.
Oh, and then we aren't done, are we?
Not even close.
Not even close. Okay. So the next thing is a half a cup. Well, we probably, half a cup of Parmesan.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a half a cup left in there. I forget what I made with it. There's the half cup.
Okay.
It's got stuff in it, but we'll be okay.
I think so.
Okay. There we go. And the sausage.
Okay.
And then we mix it up.
All right.
So, okay, Doug, show Eddie your concoction so far. There you go.
All right.
Kind of ugly, but it's going to come out really nice.
Yes.
All right, so here's a whisk, but you might want to stir it together first with that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
And get the excess stuff out of there
Good.
because, you know, I'm all about getting the excess
Yeah,
stuff out.
I know.
All right,
Okay.
gotcha. All right. Very fancy. Looks pretty, doesn't
It
it?
does. Wow.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
We're going to bake this for 30 minutes on 350 and cross our fingers. All right.
All right.
Now we wait. So the last time Doug was here, but it got edited out because we took too long.
Yes.
You told us the cheese factory story about what you did
Oh,
in
yes.
college.
Yes.
And we didn't get it in there.
That's
so
fine. Well, I can tell you again. So
I want to hear it again.
It was one of my summer jobs during college. I did it for 3 summers. And I came from a small little town in northern Illinois, and there wasn't much for jobs up there other than cheese factories and farms. So I went the cheese factory route, and it was probably the hardest job I ever had in my life, because at certain times it would be 95, 100 degrees in the factory, and then
Really?
the other part of the factory during the brine room was like around like 40, low 40s.
That's extreme.
It's very extreme, yeah, and your body just kind of, you know, I got sick a lot, so just body aches, not like, you know.
Okay. So it was a special kind of cheese.
Yep.
What was the name of the cheese factory? And they're still there.
It's Torkelson Cheese Company, and we made Munster and Brick, world award winning Munster and Brick. So yeah, so great experience. You know, I think it kind of followed my love of cheese. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Plus, you're from Wisconsin, so you
Yes.
have to love cheese.
Yes, you do.
Anyway.
You do. Yes, it's prerequisite. So.
Oh. Hey, Clueless Cooks, another interruption. If you will check out my website, which is cluelesscooking101.com, I'd really appreciate it. We have a blog with some recipes, and we also are going to have merchandise coming up soon so that you can have a cool apron like mine. But in the meantime, just check out our website, and I'd really appreciate it. We'll see you there. Okay, Clueless Cooks, our 45 minutes are up, and Doug is taking our scrambled egg bake out of the oven because the timer went off. It's really, really pretty, and he knows more about cooking than me, so we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes because he said it's going to continue to bake. But
It is.
It's very pretty. Smells really good. So what should we call this?
Oh boy.
It's not a frittata. It's not a quiche.
No.
Scrambled eggs with vegetables?
Yeah, I think so. You know, and just protein packed. This is a great
Well,
post-workout meal.
Yeah, I'm counting on you to come up with some kind of a really fancy name
Really
for that.
fancy.
We'll name this episode that fancy name.
That fancy name. I say 1,001 ways to do with cottage cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
So, I am just been in love with cottage cheese lately.
Well, it's very high protein.
Yep. I mean,
And do you do 4% milk fat or do you do the low fat?
4%. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not the low fat kind of person.
Yeah.
So just grab me the fattiest stuff. So, but you know, cottage cheese really doesn't have much flavor to it. So I think it's more of a
You put
vehicle.
stuff with it?
Oh yeah, pineapple, peaches, or just
I've been doing blueberries with it.
right.
And-
One is actually toasted sourdough, and then I will put some cottage cheese on top of it, and then slice some tomatoes, and then some balsamic on top of it.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, you know, I have a girlfriend in Idaho, and she takes cottage cheese and puts it in her magic bullet and blends it, and uses it instead of sour cream.
Oh, okay.
Never tried it before, but she gets all the little chunks
Right.
out or whatever. So
Excellent.
anyway, you want to taste, or you?
Let's do
What do you
it.
think?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get.
All right.
One for you, one for
All
me.
right.
And so what you can do with this is you can, if you really want to, you can cut it like a lasagna and take it out with a spatula. So it's like little square pieces. Great dinner. Great for breakfast. It's a good on-the-go thing, and you can reheat it. You can nuke
You
it.
can. Yeah, so if you do any kind of like meal prepping, you can make
Yeah.
this, earlier in the week and freeze it, refrigerate it.
Oh, I've never frozen it.
Yeah.
Well, I only
yeah.
made it once.
Yeah, freeze it and then
Okay.
obviously get you ready for the rest of the week too.
Okay.
So,
So tell me what you think. Take a
all
bite out
right. There we go.
here. You can just scoop it right
All
out.
right. Oh, see, that's good consistency.
It's a good consistency.
It is, yes.
Did you do
All the
good?
way cooked.
All right.
Hey.
Looks good.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
That's good. I like that with the tomatoes.
Oh,
I really like that with the
okay.
tomatoes.
Well, I
So,
was wondering because I really doctored it up, and the one thing that I didn't put in here that I did in that one
Yeah.
is, of course, a teaspoon of sriracha,
oh,
just
yes.
to like give it a little bit of life.
Right.
But I don't think you need it.
No, how about
Does it
some?
have enough salt?
Yeah, the salt is good. I think with the cottage cheese and the Parmesan, I think that kind of takes care of your salt intake.
Okay.
I wonder if you want to think like jalapenos would be good in that.
So for you creative, clueless cooks, you can add whatever you want.
Exactly.
Just make sure it's not super watery, or you might have to bake it a little bit longer. But I think jalapenos is a great idea.
Yeah. So I'll get a little kick to it.
What
so.
else? Anything else?
Sautéed mushrooms, peppers. If you want to
Okay.
do any kind of peppers. Again, you want to cook those off because
them a little
because you want to get as much moisture out of it as possible
Okay.
because you don't want it to become runny.
So yeah, it just depends. If you don't like the stuff that we put in it, you can improvise and put your own stuff in it, or even put more. And you might not just need a little bigger dish.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that's it, Clueless Cooks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for helping out Doug.
Thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Doing all the work, and Thanks for joining us for the egg bake. I hope you enjoy your recipe. And in the comments section, let us know if you try this. Let us know how you've done with the egg bake, because we want to know. Hey Clueless Cooks, thanks a bunch for joining me on this episode of Clueless Cooking 101. And I invite you to like and subscribe Clueless Cooking 101 on YouTube. And be sure to send your comments and recipes, because I'll 100% reply. See you next time.